Hey guys, this is Ken Guy, Nerdy Tech Guy Online, coming to you once again from Chicago, and I have some kind of bad news. As you know from the previous videos, if you've watched them, past couple of days I've had a Nexus 1, and I've been playing around with that, and sorry to say that I think I'm going to return it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm going to return it. If you take a look, I have my iPhone back, and if we see up there, there's full bars, 3G, because yeah, I decided to go back. Why? Why did I decide to go back? One thing, it was kind of a big thing. I thought I could live with other applications and going to the web to get around Google and to get into my Yahoo Mail accounts. But the Google phone does not play well with Yahoo. And I still have 2 or 3 Yahoo accounts. So I needed it to tell me when I had email at the proper time, especially if I was using or wanted to use push email. I needed it to tell me right away, and it couldn't do that. So let's see, what else? There was one big gripe I had. This phone, for some reason, it charged really well. It charged really well when it was plugged into the AC adapter. It charged in about 2 hours, just like the iPhone, pretty much. But for some reason, when it was plugged into USB, it would not charge quickly at all. One time, the GPS came on for some reason, and I didn't catch it, and I don't even know why. But for a half an hour, it stayed at 88%, even plugged in, because I guess the GPS was using the just enough power, so you know it was even. It was breaking even. It wasn't able to charge itself. And then another time, just yesterday, I tried to charge it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the battery is a regular lithium ion and it lasts for about 10-12 hours, just like the iPhone. Honestly, I think the iPhone, the way I use it, even on the web, it lasts a little bit longer. But the main thing is, when I plug it into the USB to sync files, to recharge a phone that way, it only charged up like 10% or 15% in 1 hour. That's just unacceptable, because it takes such little time to use up the battery. You know, if you think about it, 10 or 15%, that's only good to watch maybe, I don't know, an hour of video or something like that, and then you've got about 5 or 6% left. So for it to take an hour and a half, for an hour to charge 10, 11, 12%, basically in all the use of the iPhone that I had, every time I plugged it in, only about an hour or two, and the thing was charged, or almost charged. So that's one thing that I really missed, was when I need power, I need power. So that's one huge gripe I had. And then there was an app called Juice something, I think, where you could graph how the power was used and how the power was charged, and so you could see it. If it was plugged into USB, first it would show you the usage. The usage would be nice, coast down for about 10 or 12 hours. But then if you plugged it into USB, even after, I don't know, I must have plugged it in from 8 to 11, and the power went up like this, like very horizontal. So you know, it was charging very, very, very slowly. And then after 3 hours of charging, I still only had about 45-50% of the battery charged up, and that's crazy. But then again, I plugged into the AC adapter last night, and when I checked the graph this morning, in 1 hour it actually went zing and charged up. So one thing is, I don't know what they did, I don't know what it's doing while it's plugged into USB, but it will not charge quickly on USB, and that's usually how I have my phones plugged in, except for at night. Let's see, what else? Now all the apps, all the apps that I use were there on Android. But here's one complaint for anybody going to Android. The apps were quick, menus were good, but some of the functionality as far as buttons go, they didn't work. One example is the Facebook app. It's very simple compared to the iPhone. It's probably like the first or second iteration of the iPhone app. And I wanted to get to a friend's picture so I could show my friend who thought that he remembered who this person was, who my friend was, and I wanted to remind him of who she was. So I wanted to go to the picture, and it would not bring up the album for some reason. I kept hitting the button, and the button wasn't working. It was there, but it wasn't working. So yeah, so I ended up not being able to get the picture on the phone. Let's see, now on the iPhone though, I can use it and it works fine. And part of that might be because of the early stages of this operating system. I trust it'll get better, but right now, you know, after using the iPhone, what I feared came true. I couldn't go back to another phone. Let's see. Still, there's no, after all this time, there's no free Office editor on the Nexus one or the Android system, and I use a lot of Office documents. I can bring them anywhere, no problem, with Dropbox and Evernote, and they're on Android, but I can't edit anything. I can only view. And they have pay apps where I can edit, but I don't feel like I should have to pay for them. There's enough free ones on the iPhone, and they should have the same ones on the Android. Let's see. Oh, interestingly enough, I tried to make this video late last night for you guys, and one of the failures was that the Ustream app would not upload the video. The button was there, but it kept saying working, 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 and it wasn't doing anything. So some of those apps, I feel like they're placeholders. They're there. They say they'll get better, but they don't do anything. But the screen, I must say, the screen of the phone, I'm gonna miss that. It's an awesome screen. That OLED screen is just beautiful. It's big. I was watching Cranky Geeks on it the other day, yesterday, and it was great. Even on low brightness to save battery, the screen is beautiful. And also the functionality I got with setting all the sounds up the way I wanted, and I actually got this home screen or desktop program called Panda, and so I have 14 home screens available to me on 2 desktops. You can't do that on Apple, and that actually ran really well on Android, and I really like that a lot. I even got a lot of themes, and one was like a Chinese New Year theme. It looked like a red mahjong table actually to me, and I really like that color. So I found some things that are really cool. After a while, the things that were not so cool really got on my nerves, and what I feared came true. Once you try the iPhone and you use those applications and they just seem to run perfectly, you can't go back. I guess there's something to be said for Emperor Steve Jobs and his iPhone iStore. You know, if you check everything, then everything will work. But anyway, so that's about it. I have the phone here. It's in its white box, all packaged up, and I'm going to ship it back as soon as FedEx gives me the sends me the ticket. Alright, so that's about it. It was a good experience. I didn't have to pay too much extra for it. There's about a $40 or $45 restocking fee, but I feel that it was well off because I got to try the Android and the Nexus one. Yeah, so that's about it. Watch for future updates, and I'll say goodbye to you now. Have a great day, and yep, this is Ken Guy, the Nerdy Tech Guy, signing off.